Hello and welcome everybody, this is Joseph Leibach, and just in time for more Kingdom Hearts 2. In the last episode, we entered the Olympus Coliseum, or actually the underworld, which is part of the world Olympus Coliseum. And we met Hades, also known as James Wood. You see, Family Guy was right, he is the Lord of the Underworld, he is the most despicable... You know, I had something better to say there, but you know, Family Guy. If you've seen Family Guy, you've seen the episodes of James Woods. Yeah. Anyway, and we also met Auron, the coolest character from Final Fantasy X. And we got to team up with him. In this episode, we're going to be hopefully leaving the underworld and entering the Coliseum.
I got Heartless all over the underworld now, so you can leave those pipsqueaks to me. Look, pal, you just keep working on turning Hercules into a Heartless, then he'll be all mine.
This is my underworld, you idiot! I'll handle this myself!
Ooh.
Cerberus, go!
You know, I know one way we can stop him. If Family Guy has taught me anything, we just leave a trail of candy to a simple trap. It's a simple box trap, and once he gets under the trap after eating the candy, then we box the trap, trap him in the box, and then we ship him off in safe hands. Safe hands. And anyone who's seen the episode of Family Guy or Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? No, not Last Crusade. Which one's the one with the box? Is that Last Crusade? So yeah, Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade. There's a third one, right? I think Temple of Doom is the third one, but Ark of the Covenant. Covenant of the Ark? Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's it. Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's what it's called. Okay, I think that was the first one. I can't remember. I won't even be able to tell which one which apart. Aside from Temple of Doom had that one annoying girl in it. The one annoying woman that doesn't stop screaming. That's the like I've seen them all. I've seen two of them. I think I've seen Temple of Doom. I just never been able to sit down and actually watch them. It's always been like something like always watching it with other people, and they always like talk during the movie. So because they've seen it about 1 million times. I'm the only one who's seen it like once, maybe not. They're kind of difficult to watch because I remember for some reason, at least one of them, having some audio issues with them, when the music and sound effects were way louder than the voices, so you really had to strain your ears to hear what they were saying. And again, it didn't help that people were talking. It might have been just when it was aired, because it was on TV, so it could have been the TV guy, whatever channel was screwed up with it. I'm gonna avoid. I'm just gonna ignore the fight. So I'm gonna try to keep this list a little short. So enemies. Fortunately, leveling up in this game isn't gonna be that big of an issue, especially on easy mode. Though each world has like a recommended level, you can be like 5 levels under and be okay. I think the highest level in the game is 99. Highest level in a world is like 50.
Open.
Oh, there's a key. Did Hades just put that lock on?
Yeah, I think so.
Because Hades knows about the Keyblade.
Hurry!
He fought with Hades before. And he has to know about the Keepers. He knows about the Heartless. Because he fought against Hades before. Several times. Well, once at least. You fought him before at least once, I know of, that I can think of anyway. But anyway, here we have a battle with Cerberus. The Hound of the Underworld. Three-headed Hound of the Underworld. He is quite a bit smaller than his original form in the first Kingdom Hearts. The first Kingdom Hearts, he's gigantic. Like, in this one's like, I guess Hades must have put him on a diet or something. This is like put him on a diet like that, like just sum him up, or maybe this is Cerberus's little sister or wife, Cerberus. I'm sorry, I couldn't come up with a better name. I'm sorry, I couldn't come up with the girl name of Cerberus. Let's go and do Bushido on him. We should be able to do a lot of. Yeah, there we go. And because we can technically hit. Oh no, it only hits once. Okay. I was hoping it was gonna hit 3 times because the heads. Oh, the heads share the health. I think each head counts as a hit. But yeah, one way you can tell this is a smaller version of Cerberus is that you can actually jump and hit him. You don't have to climb on his back or anything. Last game we had to, which actually got made for an interesting boss fight. I'm kind of sad that it didn't make a return. But I guess I do remember it being really annoying. Oh, and of course this is. And here we got our first. Evade. I think the camera's a little off for this. It seemed like it was at first, like when I grab and hold it. I think it's supposed to be centered. And let's go ahead and do our limit Bushido. Try to get as much as we can while the heads are down, so we can deal maximum amount of damage. That was not. Wow. That was short. That was way shorter than the other. There we go. This is what it's supposed to look like. I guess the camera must have glitched or something. I guess that happens in games now, or games back then. Remember when that didn't happen in games, and now like you get glitches all over the place because the designers are the programmers and developers are not being given enough time to play test the games. And then now you got games that have like, you know, crap frame rates, the systems that can barely push 30 FPS, 1080p, actually not even that, 980p even. There's just some weird hybrid number there. And what else? Games that have essentially come out unfinished and untested. Yes, I'm looking at almost every game that's come out for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One right now. The one exception I have seen that hasn't had any glitches was Sunset Overdrive, which looks like a really fun game, by the way. Can't wait for it to come out on PC. And no, I do not believe for 1 second that's an Xbox One exclusive.
Don't worry, Meg. I'll be fine.
They can put it on the PC and be fine. It's not going to screw up anything. Let's see, what else? Little Big Planet 3 looks fun. Even then, that still has some glitches. I've seen, most of it's some slight glitches, nothing too great or big, but still, it's kind of sad. All the other Little Big Planet games were pretty decent in terms of glitch. Like they didn't have, I don't think they had any, if I can recall. And it's amazing considering, you know, it's an editor game. It's a make your own game essentially. You know, you just make whatever you want. You imagine there'd be people that are trying to break the game. It's like, how can I build this game in such a way that actually breaks the system? Let's see, what do we have here? Dodge slash? Ooh. That could be good. Let's see. What do we want to get rid of? Upper slash for that. Oops. And let's just do fire boost. Let's keep that on. Auto Valor will only really equip only really activate if you're on low health. But I still don't want to equip it because it could be one of those annoying things that gets in the way. You saw with Bushido a couple battles ago. It was really getting in the way with me trying to do the timed moves. We have Orange from Final Fantasy X. Pete from Steamboat Willie 1928. Cerberus from Hercules. Hades. Panic. Pain. And yeah, that's all we have so far. And I think we're about to run into Hercules here in a bit. Let me just go ahead and have some new Heartless to look at. Creeper plants. Yeah, these guys are not a problem at all. Until you start playing days, then they become annoyances. But they're weak to fire, so they just keep a couple stacks of fire going, and you should be fine. But anyway, so we're here at the entrance again, having made a backtrack all the way back. Go ahead and hand over our synthesis items. What do we have here? We have more than enough frost shards. We have more than enough dark mithril. We just need more lightning. Just need one lightning shard. You'd be surprised how hard it is to get lightning shards. Seriously, it's a nightmare. Because you either fight the bolt towers or the rapid thrusters from Land of Dragons. Once we get lucky, things are going to be real easy to get.
Let me see if I've got this right. That brat's Keyblade works on any lock.
Because the cool thing about Lucky is you can get it for Sora, Donald, and Goofy
Coliseum we have right here in the underworld.
in the stacks. And then you have a Keyblade later on that gives you Lucky.
And that makes we're gonna put an end to Herc the Jerk's winning.
So you have 4 stacks of Lucky. And I don't know how much increase. I'm assuming it doubles the chances. So that turns that 4% into an 8%. That 8% into a
and then reopen the Underdrome.
16%.
Hate to tell you, but that key is kind of particular. It won't work for just anybody. And
then to a 24%.
I think this close.
And then any 10% goes to 20, 30, 40. So once you get all your lucky stacks, you're gonna get nothing but shards, pretty much. Shards, gems, whatever synthesis materials you need, whatever drops off the enemies. It really comes in handy for getting like dusk and twilight materials. Because there's like 2 areas in the game that you can get those. One area that's not really optimized for it, another that's really optimized for it. But anyway, gosh, this sure does bring back memories. So yeah, in the last game, we went to the Coliseum and actually had battles. The main bulk of the story was taken care of as we were trying to become heroes. And we did so by entering tournaments. I believe this... You struggled greatly. Yep. I believe underneath are the rankings for the older cups. I think actually they might be the same cups over here. So you got the Phil Cup, the Pegasus Cup, in which you battled valiantly, Hercules Cup, in which you were the victor, and I think by completing all 4 of the cups, you actually were able to fully complete the world. But you had to go through the rest of the game to unlock more of it. Here, it's not so much as it's not as important. There's just two separate stories, and then you have the tournaments
Goofy!
on the side.
When did you get here?
Hey, Herc.
I'm not sure, that might be Hercules' voice actor. Let me
You on another adventure?
check that real quick.
Yeah, tracking down some friends, wiping out some Heartless.
Junior hero's always busy.
You know it.
That just brought me to the Wikipedia page. So yeah, so did you find those friends of yours? Still working on it. When we got here, we ran into Mega Trouble. Mega Trouble. I mean, yeah, that's what I meant. So we had to help somebody out. We tried to go teach Hades a thing or two, but the underworld drains away all our strength. Don't suppose you have any ideas? Well, there's a stone that guards against the underworld's curse. The gods on Mount Olympus use it whenever they have to go down there. Think we could use it? Sure, why not? I'll go get it for you. Sorry about that. Thanks! Real nice of you. But Hades is no pushover, even if you got the Olympus stone. And I have a match today, so I can't go with you. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a big problem. You know what I need? Training. Why don't you go talk to Phil? Hey, good idea. Let's see here. Trying to find Hercules'... Actually, no. Let me see here. Okay, so in this version, oh no, in the first Kingdom Hearts, he's voiced by someone else, but in this one, he's voiced by his actual voice actor. That's cool. I don't know why I'm looking that up right now of all times. It's the whole James Wood thing, I think. But I think now would be a good time as any to end the episode off here for now, so we'll go ahead and save. In the next episode, we'll talk to Phil, and, you know, do some training, kind of get familiar with the world here, I guess. Even though, you know, we've done enough fighting to be considered real heroes anyway, but, you know, whatever. In the next episode, we'll be doing some training. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Hello and welcome everybody, this is Joseph Lubach, and just in time for more Kingdom Hearts 2. In the last episode, we continued on with the Olympus Coliseum, trying to teach Hades a lesson, but unfortunately, the underworld drains our powers, so we can't do much. So while we wait for a stone that can help alleviate us from that, we just go talk to Phil, one of our Hercules' personal trainer. Also voiced by Dan DeVito. I'm not sure if he is in this game or not.
Hey, champ. How you feeling? Better rest up for tomorrow's match. Nobody's gonna pay.
Might be, considering all the money that they put into the voice acting.
Remember what I told you. Victory in the games comes down to two simple words: eat, bathe, sleep.
That's 3.
Huh? Hey, if it ain't the junior heroes.
That's Phil, alright. Always adding one too many things.
Have you earned your true hero wings yet? Nope, you ain't got what it takes.
What?
What?
Oh, what's
They
up?
saved the world. Worlds, plural. Haha. You think you're gonna take on Hades? What's so funny? He's got nerves, I like that. I totally butchered that lineup. Hey, you never know. Strange things have happened, right? Better get cracking, boys. Probably just stop trying to voice act in general. Just focus on what they're saying, because it keeps screwing up every time. Some voice I can just get into like that, like Donald, like a thing I got down. At least what I can do. I can never do the actual Donald voice. That's a hard voice to do anyway. So here we have practice. We can just, practice and yeah, that's it. Not much more to do. We basically hit these pots and collect the orbs within the time limit. Break pots, collect orbs, smash bigger pots into smaller ones, get lots of orbs, make sure you get lots of points. This is basically a minigame. Most minigames in this game you will have to do at least once. There are a few that you don't excuse me, don't have to do. I believe, well, magic, yep, the magic would probably be better used later on. Like when we get like thunder or spells like that, it'd probably be pretty good. When we upgrade fire, so right there, collect 20 orbs, you're done. Hey, here's a challenge. Try to beat my score. Bet you could easily do that. It ain't over yet, kid. There's more in the menu. You can relax once you finished all of the training. No problem. This is just child's play for us at this point. They're not even fighting back. So I guess we talk to more. Maniac. This is basically what we just did before, I think, except you just get more. And the pots move, I believe. Yeah, so right here, yeah, the pots float, they move around. It's not that much different, it's just gonna take longer. And the pots are, most of the pots are smaller, so they're a little more easily broken. So you can use spells like fire to, like, break loads of them if you've been dealing damage to them. The best thing I could say if you want to try to do best on the time is try to get them into groups, because they don't move around that much, so it's easy to kind of group them together and kind of do some major. You can do some major damage to, like, a lot of them all at once. Obviously hitting the gold one in the middle here will net you a lot more. And there we go. So there's some large ones. Which, yeah, there you go. And you got aerial spiral for completing this, which I think that might be the move that allows you to, from a distance, attack an enemy, like rush up and attack an enemy, like you can on the ground. Let me check. Yeah, closing on faraway enemies. So let's dodge slash, no, slide dash. There we go. Slide dash and aerial spiral are like two of my favorite moves. What can I get rid of here? I don't want to get rid of any of that. Get rid of the upper slash. I'm not going to be doing that. And we'll go ahead and equip guard just because. Just to fill it out. And actually, do we have any... nope. Okay. Looks like Hercules is back, so let's go ahead and talk to him. Listen, I gotta take off for a bit. Where to? None of your beeswax! He must be hitting up the casinos. Sorry guys, the Olympus Stone has been stolen. By who? What? We don't know who did it yet, and we're sure it was that. All we're sure of is that it was a guy in a black hooded cloak. He had accomplices, a bunch of creatures in white. The organization and nobodies. Someone you know? I think so. Hey, if we can get the Olympus Stone back, can you borrow it for a while? Sure. Wasn't that the whole point of getting it in the first place to let us borrow it? By the way, I haven't seen Meg around, have you? Oh, okay.
What's wrong, your hero-ness? Feeling under the weather? You know, I thought staying in perfect shape was part of the hero job description. You know what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
Hades, we gotta talk.
Oh!
I came to share a bit of mildly interesting news. Seems your dear, sweet little nutmeg went and
I think we can assume this is like has nothing to do with the movie. It's like completely different from the movie.
But why get caught up in
So like the continuity between this and the movie are completely different. Same with the TV show. Like something I also noticed, like the TV show's continuity is very different from
You
the
can't
movies.
leave now. Okay. You've got
Like
very
they
important
kind of connected at the end of the series by doing some sort of like mind racing thing, but it still doesn't make sense.
Who knows what kind
Um,
of accidents might happen?
I always like the series better than the movie
Like I
anyway.
said, details. Who needs them?
Don't get me wrong, I love the movies.
Can't all be
Again,
heroes.
Disney almost always does great with their movies. Again, I can only think like
Can you handle this?
right off the top of my head, I can only think of like 2 instances where they kind of did bad. And that's I
You
think it's
take
Home
care
on the
of
Range
Hunter.
is what it's
We'll handle
called,
the rest.
and Chicken
I'm
Little.
counting on you.
And even then, like they're not.
You gotta find Meg.
Well, they're okay, yeah, they're pretty bad. But even then, they're still better than what some other company can produce. But that's not saying much at all. At that, how bad they are, that's not saying much. But yeah, at least they're well animated. That's a good thing, right? But yeah, I think there's any more. Like everything else is pretty good. Like I love Treasure Planet, love Tarzan. Too bad they can't mention it again in these games. They lost copyright or something. What happened? I spotted the strange guy all dressed in black. Chased after him, but he turned on me. Next thing I know, I'm seeing stars. All dressed in black. He's the one who stole the Olympus Stone. Where did he run off to? To the underworld. He's a bad apple, alright? And all I wanted was to find a backup hero. Just in case Herc needed to take a break. Heroes, eh? Oh, I thought that was goofy talk. Heroes, eh? You could've just asked. You know someone? They pull out their weapons. Oh, good one. Oh, come on. We stopped the Heartless Menace. At least until they came around again. You know what? This is a power boost. It increases our strength by 1. We can use it on anyone, but I'm going to be using it on Sora naturally. Just increases your strength by 1. Excuse me. There are ways to synthesize attack ups, AP ups, and I believe defense up is the other one. I'm not sure if there's a way to synthesize AP up. I think you can synthesize a attack up, and then if you use
Thanks. Thank
a
you.
bright
Hope you enjoyed it.
material when making another one, you can make a strength up. Oh, and we fall down this pit. I always forget this pit exists. So right here we have some new Heartless, a ghost thing that spits out flames, I believe. Is it immune? Yeah, it's immune to fire, okay. But not to ice. I believe it takes extra damage to ice. Typically, in a lot of these games, when working on mental systems, they're working like kind of a rock, paper, scissors sort of way. In this case, since we only have 3 elements, I think certain enemies might only be weak to certain elements. And it may not have anything to do, but like, fire enemies are typically weak to ice, thunder enemies are typically weak to, I'm not sure what they're weak to. Typically, if they're immune to the element, you can use any other element and be fine. This underworld curse is really getting to me. We gotta get back to the Olympus Stone and fast. Apparently, this curse is working its way on me too. Cannot stop yawning right now. just as you know, I'm not throwing these yawns on purpose. Like these are all my yawns are pretty genuine. I don't think I've ever done a fake yawn on here. At least did one and not made it completely obvious that it's fake. But man, seriously, this course must. Oh, that would be a creepypasta for you. A curse in game leading out into the real world. Just add blood, gore, ultra realistic graphics. What other things go into a quote good creepypasta unquote? I think that might be the right way. This area without the map, you can easily get lost in. Let's unmark him. I'm going to basically try to avoid fighting large bodies. They take up so much of my time fighting them. I hate them so much. They're easily my least favorite enemy of the entire Kingdom Hearts franchise because you can only attack them from behind. And as you know, an enemy with their back exposed is difficult to fight when they keep facing you. I'm not trying to say that to sound cute or anything. I'm being dead serious right now. I cannot. Okay, this is a new area, I think. I can never tell. I wasn't paying attention to that before, so I think I was just rambling on about fighting enemies. How are we doing? No. Because I'm never going to use any other way. Yep, there we go, okay. And let's go into abilities. What do we have here? We'll take out guard. And we'll put in... There's actually one ability I'm waiting to get that's actually going to be really good. It's called Leaf Bracer. And what it does... here we have Hercules, Philotides. I think am I saying that right? I don't know. It's all Greek to me. Get it? Or Phil for short. And we got Megara and there we go, Pegasus. What else do we have? More story. Let's go and clear that out. Oh, I thought I was done with that. And we got maps. I believe we have one more map to get in this world. Usually they only have 3. Trick Ghosts. It has 2 faces, so it can actually, it's one of those heartless that can like flip upside down. And let's see, anything else? Nope, okay. I think we have... I don't think we have a traditional boss fight, because we fought Cerberus as technically our boss.
Huh? Oh, you! Wait a sec. Roxas?
Excuse me?
Roxas? Oh, it's no use.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, this guy's awesome.
Let's see here. If the subject fails to respond, use aggression to liberate his true disposition. Right. Did they ever pick the wrong guy for this one?
Right there.
You're bizarre.
The minute he said that was when I realized, yeah, this guy's gonna be one of my favorite characters.
Now that's just plain rude.
He's awesome. He's awesome. So here we have Demyx. DMYX. He uses a sitar to fight, and whenever you fight him, you have to fight his water clones. Guess what element he is? So yeah, we have a time limit to fight him with, and if we fail the time limit, we fail the entire boss fight. If we complete the time limit, if we complete defeating his forms, we get rewarded with being able to fight him. Basically, the best thing we can do with this fight is use the limit, not limits. Use the reaction command as much as you can. Can't do oh no, that was okay. So a couple episodes ago, might have been last episode, I mentioned Goofy got his limit. I was wrong. It's actually his special move. Both him and Donald have like special ultimate moves they can use. So yeah, right here we have 19 seconds to spare. Wow. I can't imagine doing this on proud mode. I've heard horror stories like Demyx's fights are just unbelievably hard. Unless you can go into your dry forms. Actually no, we don't get to fight him here, okay. That's later on we get to fight him. And he dropped the stone. Nice. Lucky for us. So let's go save Meg. Somehow that one stone protects all three of us. And it vanishes.
Let's go. Meg
Didn't
needs
for
our
him.
help.
Maybe it only vanishes for good guys. So yeah, this is a key item we get to keep in our inventory. We never get to see it again. Plays almost no... it's actually... No, I don't think it plays any other part afterwards. So right here, we get to save Megara. And we're in a checkpoint room, actually. So let's go ahead and activate this. Let's get the treasure chest before we activate everything. And, we got caverns. And actually, I was wrong. There is actually a boss fight here. I'm tempted to go ahead and do it now or save it for the next episode because I'm not sure. You know what? Screw it. We'll have a shorter episode. We'll have a short episode next episode if it's gonna be like that. We need a short episode anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. So in the next episode, we'll be unlocking this keyhole, saving Megara, and doing the final events of this world. Until then, I'll see you guys later.